viewers, welcome to Akshaya Vlogs and Crafts. Today, let's see Nitya Kalyana Perumal Temple. As per legend, Lord Varaha the third incarnation of Lord Vishnu, married 360 daughters of sage Kalava on 360 days, and this was in response to a boon granted to the sage. It is believed that the Lord self-manifested here with his consort Komalavalli. The temple is of 1000 years old. This temple is one of the 108 Divya Desam, holy abodes of Lord Vishnu. Aspiring grooms and brides used to visit this temple. Formality for marriage pratana. Devotees who wish to perform marriage pratana have to buy one set of garlands, two malais, and archana set which is available at the temple premises. Devotees who want to perform archana has to visit Sri Nitya Kalyana Perumal shrine where you need to provide kotram, nakshatram and name. After archana, get the garlands which were kept in for puja from the priest. Then worship goddess Komalavalli and get kumkum. Wear the garlands around your neck. Perform 9 praktishanam, that is rounds in the outer prakara. Now remove the malas and keep the malas in puja room at home. After getting married, husband and wife should visit this temple. Carry old malas along with you. Purchase 2 malas and archana set. Perform archana to the Lord as a couple. Now place the old mala over the divine tree, Sthala Vriksham, which is available in the temple premises. Items required for marriage pratana is 1 garland set, that is 2 malas, coconut, banana, betel leaf, manjal, kungum and ghee. The temple is open from 6 am to 12 pm and from 3 pm to 8 pm. This temple, Nitya Kalyana Perumal Temple, is in Thiruvidandai, that is in Kanchipuram, South Indian state of Tamil Nadu. It is dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu. Constructed in the Dravidian style of architecture, the temple is glorified in the Divya Prabandha, the early medieval Tamil canon of the Alva saints from the 6th to 9th centuries AD. It is one of the 108 Divya Desam dedicated to Lord Vishnu, who is worshipped as Nitya Kalyana Perumal and his consort Lakshmi as Komalavalli Thayar. The original structure of the temple was built by the Pallavas during the 7th century CE, with later additions from the Cholas during the 11th century. A granite wall surrounds the temple, enclosing all its shrine. The temple tank is located opposite to the temple, outside the main entrance. The temple follows Tenkalai tradition of worship. 4 daily rituals and many yearly festivals are held at the temple, of which the Chitrai Brahmotsavam during the Tamil month of Chitrai, that is April to May, and Vaikunta Ekadasi during Margali, that is December to January, being the most prominent. Thiruvidandai suburban village located in South Chennai, about 19 kilometers south of Thiruvanmiyur, near Chennai in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Thiruvidandai is located on the Chennai-Kovalam road on the way to Mahabalipuram. This village derives its name from the Nitya Kalyana Perumal temple, and its history is centered on the temple sage Markandeya and King Mahabali visited this kshetram. Of the celebrated 108 Divya Desas of Lord Vishnu, this is the only temple where the wedding festival is celebrated throughout the year, all the 365 days of the year. Women facing delays in their weddings are advised to pray to the mother in the temple. Sri Manavala Mamuni and Sri Tirumangai Alvar, 8th century, have sung Mangala Sasanams on the Lord here. This thalam is called as Asurakala Nallur. The temple is maintained and administered by the Hindu Religious and Endowment Board of the Government of Tamil Nadu. Varaha Avadaram. As per the legend, Vishnu's gatekeepers Jaya and Vijaya are cursed by the sages that they would be born as Asuras, demons, during their next birth. They were born on earth as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. To the sage Kayashpa and his wife Diti, the demon brothers, on account of their powers, take control of the universe. The elder brother Hiranyaksha practices penance and obtains boon from Brahma, which makes him invisible by any animal or human. Hiranyaksha captures earth persified as goddess Bhudevi, and hides her under the ocean. All the celestial deities and sages went to Vishnu for rescue. Since Hiranyaksha did not include the boar in the list of animals that can slay him, Vishnu assumes this form with huge tusks and goes down to the primordial ocean. Hiranyaksha obstructs Varaha and the pair has a strong duel. Varaha lifts the earth on his tusk, which would go on to be the most common figurine representation of Varaha. The two fought each other with their mace, with Varaha emerging victorious after a 1,000-year duel. Varaha emerges from the ocean with the earth in his tusk and repositions her in her original spot. The earth goddess Bhudevi falls in love with Varaha, whom he is believed to have taken in his lap in his place. It is also believed that a number of maidens waited to marry the smart looking boar Varaha. As per another legend, a king by the name Hari Kesari Varman used to visit the temple every day from Mahabalipuram and wanted to settle at this place. Vishnu was pleased by his devotion and appeared as Talasayana Perumal at Mahabalipuram. The legend is associated with the Tirukadal Mallai temple at Mahabalipuram. During the Hindu epoch called Treta Yuga, Mahabali, the son of King Meghanathan, was ruling his kingdom in a righteous way. The Asuras, demons, Mali, Malyavan, and Sumali, and others sought the help of Bali to fight the Devas, gods. Bali declined to help them, and the demons fought alone and were defeated by the Devas. They again came to King Bali for help, and he obliged them this time. Bali won the war but was afflicted with the Brahma Hati dosha, sin of killing. He came to the area where the Thiruvidandai Nitya Kalyana Perumal temple is currently for relief. Bali performed a severe penance to win over Lord Vishnu. Pleased with his penance, Perumal appeared before Bali in his Varaha Rupa, bow incarnation. Sage Kuni and his daughter performed a penance for Lord Narayana, Vishnu, to gain entry into Sorgam, paradise. Kuni succeeded in attaining Sorgam, but his daughter failed to do so. Maharishi Naradar, the prime devotee of Vishnu, told the young girl that she was unmarried, so she could not attain Sorgam. He requested one of the rishis, sages, to marry her. Kalava Maharishi married her and they gave birth to 360 girls. The sage performed a penance and begged Lord Narayana to marry his daughters, but Narayana did not come. One day, a brahmachari bachelor came there saying that he was on a Divya Desa Yatra to all the Vishnu temples in the land. As he was very handsome, like Narayana, the sage requested him to marry his daughters. The traveler agreed and married the girls one by one every day. On the last day, he showed his true form, for he was none other than Narayana in the form of Varaha. All the 360 daughters merged into Akhilavalli Tayar, who is seated in the left lap of Varaha Swami. As Perumal seated Akhilavalli in his left lap, Thiru in Tamil means to Lakshmi, or Akhilavalli and Ida refers to left side. The place came to be known as Thiru Ida Vendai, which later changed as Thiruvidandai. The temple was built during the Pallava regime in the 7th century. Kanchipuram was the capital of Pallavas, who ruled the region during the 6th to 9th centuries. They had Mahamalapuram and Thiruvidandai as their port towns, and the two towns emerged as strong ports for the empire. The temple is believed to have been built along with the monumental temples in the region. The temple has inscriptions dated 959 CE from the Pallava times. There were later additions from Chola kings as indicated from an inscription during the 35th regal year of Rajadiraja Cholan during 1052 CE. Rajaraja Cholan is believed to have commissioned the Panguni Uttaram festival during the 1003 CE. Rajaraja Chola is said to have celebrated a 7-day festival during the Tamil month of Avani and a 9-day festival for Panguni Uttaram. He is also said to have fed a number of Brahmins here. Vijaya Rajendra Chola is said to have donated this entire village to Thiruvidandai Lord. There are inscriptions indicating benevolent contributions from Kulothunga Chola I during 1115 CE. The temple is a declared monument of the Archaeological Survey of India on account of the inscriptions in the temple. It is maintained as a monument under the Chennai Circle and Mambalapuram sub-circle of the institution. The temple has a palanquin made of ivory, the one of its kind for any Hindu temple. Let's all get these lords and goddess blessings. Thank you viewers. Bye bye viewers.